Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Lauren, and this is Sun Moon Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have a nice, short and sweet little self-check-in practice today. So let's hop on our mats and let's get started. Alright, so let's begin in crisscross applesauce position. Sitting up nice and tall, gathering your breath here, really paying attention to the quality of your breath. You can begin to close your eyes here if that feels right to you, or if you'd like, you can keep a slight gaze in your eyes. But let's just bring our awareness to our breath right now and begin to notice the quality of our breath. How are we breathing today? Is this the first time we've checked in with our breath? Is this the first time we've taken the time to actually sit down and listen to our breath? Listen to yourself. So I'm going to bring our awareness to the sides of our knees, our foundation. That which that touches the earth is our foundation. So anything that touches the earth right now, the ground, your mat, your beach towel, your blanket, whatever you're on, you should bring your awareness to your foundation. So let's breathe into our ankles here. Okay, come on, say crisscross.
Sauce.
Correct. So let's listen to the sound of our breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth here. Filling your lungs with air. And exhale, emptying them out completely. Bringing our awareness to the sides of our feet, our ankles, the sides of our legs, maybe our thighs here. We can from here lift the squishy parts, the fleshy part of our bum away from that, so we can sit up nice and tall on our sit bones here. So sitting up nice and tall. From here, let's bring our navel in towards our spine. So suck in your tummy, sit up nice and tall, look down. Look up, smile. Let's take our hands to each side of our bodies here. Begin to inhale, float your arms up, fingertips to touch. Exhale, come through heart center. Adjusting the spine as needed. And then we exhale, move your head downwards as well. Feel free to move your head and neck. Let it come along for the ride. Inhaling, hands float up. Exhale, hands come through right side. Inhaling, hands come up. Exhale, hands come through right center here. Begin to move at your own pace. Your own breath, and really start to marry your action with your breath. So marry the movement with the breath and the breath with the movement here. Finding our center. On your next exhale, come back through center and find stillness. Drop our chin into our chest here and begin to roll our neck. You can start from the right side, inhaling half circle, and then exhale through the other half of the circle. Inhale through half of the circle. Exhale the other half of the circle. Feel free to change directions. Nice release in the neck. It's good. On your next exhale, let's look up. Inhale, look up. Let's place our hands on each side of our body here. Fingertips towards the mat. Let's begin to press our right palm into the mat. As we inhale, our left arm comes up and over. Side body stretch. Feel free to play with the sensation of the spine and just find what feels good. Do whatever feels really good to you right here. Exhale, come back up to center. Inhaling, we're pressing our left palm into the mat. Inhaling our right palm up and over into a reverse alternate side body stretch here on the other side. Again, feel free to play with the sensation by moving your arm up, forwards and backwards. Maybe we bend our elbow real nice and we bend over, we stretch further for a deeper side body. Maybe we lift up our chest here, look up. Whatever feels good, exhale, come back to center. Begin to move with your breath, move at your own pace. Do what feels right for your body here. This is your practice, your release. Oh, and now that we're talking about your practice, let's take the time and actually thank yourself for taking the time to come down to the mat today. You said that you wanted to try yoga and you did it. You're here. Good for you. That's so awesome. I'm glad you're here. Take the time to acknowledge yourself, to acknowledge the changes. Maybe you drank some water today. Acknowledge that. Thank yourself for that. So let's begin to acknowledge our movement here and acknowledge our breath. Maybe we feel nice and loose, so we're ready to come back up and find stillness. Let's bring our hands to heart center here. Exhale your chin to chest. Inhale your hands, your palms to your knees, and look up. Bring your awareness to this moment here. Let's begin to press away from our inner back and flex it towards the back edge of our mat here. Now let's take the center of our abdomen here and flex it towards the front edge of our mat here. This is just a nice little release for your spine. It feels really good in the morning, especially when you're just waking up. Or maybe after you've been doing school or working all day and you've just been sitting in kind of like a crouched position. It's good to reverse that crouched position and really just like loosen up your stiff back here. So this is good for all kinds of work. Good loosen up. Good way to loosen up. Of course, we're moving with our breath. You can move slowly or you can move fast. Move at your own pace with your own breath. So this is virtual, so you can really begin to tap into whatever feels good. Maybe we do a little slight twist here, but don't come over here and then start to twist. Just keep it simple. Keep your spinal flex going. And when you feel satisfied, let's come back to center. From here, let's go ahead and swing our knees over, stacking on top of each other, and then roll over onto all fours position. From here, let's take our hands out wide, out in front of us. Look, our hands are beautiful. These things do a lot. Alright, let's take our wrists, rotate them around a little bit, whatever feels good for you. Maybe we extend them like this, whatever feels good. Now let's take them to the mat. Inhaling our hands and exhaling them down towards the mat here. Making sure we're pressing into all 10 fingerprints, up and away from the mat. Our wrists are directly underneath our shoulders. We have a nice slight bend in our knee and our elbows here. Our knees are directly underneath our hip bones, and our feet are flat on the floor. We're pressing into our foundation, up and away from the mat here. Exhale, we're going to curve our back in. Look towards the tops of our thighs here. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, same thing we did earlier, shining our chest up towards the front edge of our mat and our tailbone up towards the sky here. It's like bending our elbows, pressing up and away from the mat. Look up, smile. This is cow. Welcome your cat back in. Exhaling into cat. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. Inhale back into cow. From here, let's go ahead and take it over into spinal balance. So what we're going to do here is we're going to press into our right side of our body, press into our left foot, and extend our right leg out towards the back edge of our mat. Square your hips, inhale, bring your right palm out, stretch it out towards the front edge of your mat, look down, breathe, spinal balance. Exhale, let's bring it up into center. Extend it back out on an inhale. Inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, come back to neutral spine. Inhale, maybe we lift our right leg back and our left palm out at the same time. Exhale, come back to center. Let's begin to move with our own pace here. Inhale, alternate sides. Extending spinal balance. From here, extend your right foot out and your left leg out long. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale. Come back to center. Inhale. Opposite side. Our left leg comes out and our right arm comes out. Stretch, 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 stretch. Exhale. Come back to center. Keep moving with your own breath. Opposite sides. Do this about 3 to 5 more times at your own pace here. If you need to, you can just do like extend one part of your body at one time and just alternate. Maybe we just do our legs first and then we do our hands first. Whatever feels best for you, you can make your adjustments as needed. This is yogi's choice, your practice today. Why isn't my music playing? Okay. So let's exhale and come back down to child's pose. Let's take a child's pose. So from here, we're going to come back down onto the tops of our heels here, the bottoms of our feet. We're going to extend our arms out long towards the front edge of our mat and just collapse here. Just lay it all down. Child's pose. Take about 3 to 5 complete cycles of breath here. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth here. At your own pace. If it feels good to you, maybe you rock your third eye from side to side. Or just massage your forehead here. On our next inhale, let's look up. Come back to neutral spine. From here, let's take our right leg out and bring it up toward right where our hand was. So we're going to make sure that our ankle is stacked directly on top of our knee, directly underneath our knee here. And we're going to make sure we're sitting up nice and tall. Our inner thighs are pressing together, keeping us nice and tall. We're keeping our abdomen strong right here by pressing our navel in towards our spine. Let's inhale. Palms up to touch. Look up. On an exhale, let's straighten our right leg. Exhale, come down to center, giving yourselves a nice calf stretch here. Nice shin stretch. Let's exhale, come back to runner's lunge here. Maybe we go ahead and lift up our back leg here. Inhale into a complete runner's lunge. Inhale, smile. We're here. You're doing yoga. Yay! Yeah, I'm so proud of you guys. Okay. Let's exhale, hands to heart center. Come into a nice twist here. Hinging at the hips. Complete cycles of breath. Maybe we take our palm to the ground here, or we keep it lifted on our knee. But make sure we don't press our weight into our knee. We're still lifting through our abdomen. All right, exhale, come back to center. Drop our back knee here. Give ourselves a nice reverse leg stretch here. All right, we'll bring it back down into table. I'm coming back into child's pose from here. Laying it all down. On my next inhale, come back up into table. I'm gonna inhale my left leg back, whatever leg I just did. Let's do the opposite of that. Point and flex your foot, bring it up towards center where your palm is, plant your foot. Making sure your ankle is directly underneath your knee right here. Inhale, everybody rise up. Hands can come up, or you can just bring it to heart center here. Making sure our left thigh is pressed in. Our knee never comes above, never comes in front of our big toe here. So we want to keep our knee behind our big toe. Inhale, hands float up. Exhale, straighten your left leg. This is a nice shin, back calf. You can incorporate your foot in it as well. You can bend over your leg. This is really good if you're a runner and you're just trying to stretch out your legs. This is also good if you're just waking up in the morning and you're trying to just stretch. Let's come back to our knee directly under our ankle. Lift up. Squeeze this inner thigh in towards the center here so we can keep our balance here. Pressing our navel in towards our spine, looking up. Maybe we do a twist here. How does that sound? What we do to one side, we must do to the other. Exhale, twist. Again, we can bring our arm to rest gently up here, but we're not falling into our arm. If you have to be able to move your arm, you can't just fall into your arm on top of your knee. That's not how that works. You have to sit up. All your stability is in your inner thigh and your abdomen. So find what feels good. Maybe we don't come up all the way today. Maybe we just take it, we're here and we're doing a twist. That's amazing. You've made it this far. Exhale, come back to center, reverse calf twist here for you, Brock. Okay, let's do it. Exhale. Our knees come right underneath our hips. Feel free to take your breath and take a nice cat-cow here. If that feels good to you. From here, let's go ahead and come into staff pose. We're just going to do a nice forward bend. So everybody come into seated position on your bum. However you get there is fine. Again, move the fleshy parts of your bum so you can sit up on your sits bones here. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale your arms, look up. Point your toes up, point your fingers up. Try these angel's fingers if that feels good. Point and flex the feet if that feels good. And exhale. Forward bend over. Inhale, let's come back up. Let's bring our shoulders up, around, back, and down towards the center of your back. We just did a lot of work. Tuck your chin into your chest and look up. Smile. Smile. Let's exhale. Come back. We're going to do both variation. Both variation, you guys. If this is something that is in your practice today, let's go ahead and make our way into boat. Lifting our legs parallel towards the mat here, and extending our arms so we look like a boat too. We can row our boat. We can extend our boat. Whatever feels right for you today. Bringing it in, extending it out. Now let's take it all the way down to the mat here. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's extend our bodies down on the mat in corpse pose. Pressing into our foundation, pointing and flexing our feet. Maybe we extend our arms up overhead and give ourselves a nice full body stretch. Let your belly fill with air. begin to feel your body here. Let's take our shoulders, lift them up towards our earlobes and back around and down towards the center of our back here. Opening up our palms. Maybe we lift our pelvic bone, tuck it under, and then plant it back down so we have a nice flat back against the mat here. Let's bring our left leg in, or our right foot in. Whatever foot you bring up, let's bring it up. Give it a nice big hug here. On your next inhale, bring it towards the right edge of your mat. Open up your hips here. Maybe we take our left hand and we place it on top of our left thigh. For breathing and listening to our breathing. Maybe we're catching our breath. Now let's take our right leg and draw it across our bodies. We are here, we are stretching. This is a nice detoxifying class. I didn't realize how many twists and awesome stuff we had. We're going to come over and bring our right ear towards the left side of the mat here. We're taking our ear towards the mat, you guys. And do a nice supine twist. Right knee is right shoulder blade is pressed into the mat here. On an exhale, let's come back to center. Bring our left knee up to meet our right. Giving ourselves a nice hug, rotating from side to side, leveling out our hips. Now we take our right leg out, extend it out while we draw our left knee in, giving it a nice big hug here. Forgot my music's not on autoplay for some reason, and it's been normally doing just fine, so I'm just pressing it every time the song's over. So we can begin to point and flex our ankles here. Rotate them one way and then the other. So let's take our left knee and open it up. So we're opening up our hip flexor right here, our hips. Pressing our right hand into the top of our right thigh here, pressing away from the mat. Now on an exhale, we draw our left knee across our body while we twist onto the left side of our ear while we're pressing our left knee into the right side of our mat. Supine twist. It's not as complicated as I probably made it out to be, but you get the idea. Alright, don't be afraid of the way you feel right now. Just moan, let it out. Exhale, sigh it out. We're twisting, we're rinsing, massaging our internal organs here. Feet out long. Pressing the shoulders away from our earlobes here. Making sure our lower back is flush against the mat. Maybe we roll our ankles and roll our wrist around. Give ourselves a full body. Nice stretch here. Now let's take our palms. Walk them in towards our buttocks so we can feel our heels here. Let's work on some bridge pose here. Another spinal exercise. Let's begin to press into all four corners of the feet. Lift from the hips. Inhale. Maybe our palms come with it. As high as you feel like. Exhale. Palms come back down. Touch the earth as well. Begin to move your hips and your palm and your arms up at the same pace to experiment with the spinal sensation. Tuck your chin into the chest here, because your neck is an extension of the spine. And start to flow up and down at your own pace. Finding what feels good to you. Listening to your body. Pressing up and away from the mat here. Pressing into all four corners of our feet. Lifting from our hips. Making sure our inner thighs are squeezing together. And we're just giving ourselves a nice spinal massage. Come as high as you'd like, or stay down low to the ground. This is your practice, yogi. You choose. Exhale it out every once in a while. When we feel satisfied, we can come and find stillness. We can begin to extend our legs out nice and long here. And making sure our shoulders are backing around the center towards of our back so they're away from our earlobes. Let's find final relaxation. You work so hard. Good job, you guys. Let's turn the chest. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. So let your stomach grow big with every inhale. Letting it sink with every exhale. Go ahead and roll around to one side in fetal position. You guys did so good. Now let's bring it up towards the top here. Come up towards crisscross applesauce. Head is the last thing to lift up here. Let's gather in some final energy. Inhaling our palms up to touch. Exhale through heart center. Thank you so much for joining me on my journey. I hope to see you again next time. You guys namaste. Thank you. Thank you for joining me through my self check-in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you felt like this video was awesome to follow along with, go ahead and give it a like or a thumbs up. And don't forget to click the bell. Anytime I upload new yoga videos, you'll be notified. Alright, you guys. Namaste. Sun and moon yoga. Namaste.